Hey everybody, Logan here. Today I'm bringing you a video that's been highly requested of me, and that's to cover, well, two of Gamesir's more recent, very popular controllers. Gamesir has also, well, alluded to a new G7 Pro controller, and then before that has released the G7HE. Yes, I know a lot of letter acronym controllers, but more recently they've put out a lower value one. Solid build, great option, but it's called the T7. Now, people have been asking me, hey, can you compare the T7 with the G7 SE? Yes, I can. I've got the T7 in my hand here and the G7 SE. We're gonna go over each of these controllers, compare them to each other, and what's the difference and which one you should buy. That's going to be an opinion thing, but maybe I can help out. In front of us, we have the two different Gamesir controllers in question. That is the T7 and the G7 SE. We're going to start with the basic difference, the price. This one starts at $34.99. This one is $44.99. So the G7 SE is the higher priced of the two. T7 is the more recent model, but the G7 SE has a few new versions that come in orange, blue, and purple. The T7 also has two other color options besides the one you see here, which is going to be a red or a blue. With the initial what you can purchase out of the way, if we look at the controllers themselves, they look very similar. Cables are going to be one of the main things you notice when you take them out of the box. This is going to be a standard plastic cable. This one is a braided cable. So the G7 SE comes with a braided USB Type-C, and then the T7 comes with a standard color matching USB Type-C. Same length, so you don't have to worry about that. Now you're going to see something right here. One of the big features of the G7 SE is swappable faceplates. So you can buy multiple faceplates, or if you have other versions, other color options such as the black, the orange, red, blue, what have you, of the G7 SE, you can just swap the faces. You can buy them and do that. So that's another thing. And they're also compatible with the G7HE series. That has swappable faceplates. So you do have that. Now, one thing, the G7 SE can be upgraded to 1000 hertz polling rate when you plug it into your PC, but it disables the mic. So keep that in mind. The T7 is not upgradable. It sits at your standard 250 hertz. I've actually tried to do it through the PC app, does not allow you. Now, the PC app does support both of these as well as the Xbox app. The Xbox app will not allow you to upgrade the hertz of the controller. You have to connect it to the PC. Now, if you're upgrading this one on your PC and then plug it into your Xbox will recognize it and tell you, yes, it has been upgraded. So that, if you're wondering, is a little thing you don't have to worry about. So you have a higher polling rate on the G7 SE than you do on the T7. Right out of the box, they're both 250, but like I said, this one can be upgraded. There you go. Now, if you look at the back, that's another thing. You have the flappy paddles back here and none back here. This is going to be your standard controller. Nothing on the top. The tops look almost identical, except for the placement of the USB port right here. Here it's moved up, here it's moved back. Otherwise, the shoulder buttons are pretty similar. Now, one thing about this one with the flappy paddles on the back, it doesn't have two sets, it just has one. So you have those that are mappable. You also have R4 and R3 locks. So if you lock them, you won't accidentally touch them and press them like you would in certain games. Some people, I guess they'll twitch or something like that and accidentally hit it. Or if you just don't like the buttons to be depressed, you can turn them off. That's an interesting feature of the SE. If you look at the bottom, you're going to see something. There's a microphone button here. Here there isn't. So you also have that. That's just going to be a simple basic feature. You can control mic functionality using this as well, and hold it, press it using the M button. There's all kinds of different features. If you have the instructions, you can do that. I'll also link to their website, which shows you how to do that. I'm not going to get into how to map everything in this controller video, but I am doing just a simple comparison. The bodies are the same. The in-hand feel is identical from one to the next. The triggers and the shoulder buttons feel identical. The sticks, non-friction, feel identical. D-pad, face buttons feel identical. Non-friction, membrane. So you do have those that are going to be very similar. It really comes down to, do you want mic control on the D-pad? Do you want extra flappy paddles? Do you want braided cable? Do you want swappable faceplates? Do you want those things? So yeah, there are a few differences. Gameplay wise, the only big difference is the paddles in the back and the ability to upgrade to 1000 hertz. Now you can always play with the dead zones and the macros and everything through the app. Makes life a lot easier, and you can do that with both of them. Very simple. You can set up profiles right through the Gamesir app, so you don't have to worry about that. If I had to recommend one over the other, this is a part that's always tough. I'm a guy who likes simplicity. I do not use those back buttons. I do like swappable faceplates. Braided cables are nicer, but these don't bother me. I think you know where I'm going with this. I would recommend the T7. I also like the colors that the T7 comes in. That translucent, well, clear-ish red and blue. Those are very nice. And I really do like this orange and gray colorway. Now, people are asking me, why'd you choose this one? I chose this one because I liked the difference and I liked that orange. It just popped to me. Also, when I bought it a couple days after it was announced, and this was the only one that was available. But now if you go to buy it on their website or through Amazon, you can get all three colors, no problem. Same thing with the G7 SE. You can get the white, you can get the black, and then you can get orange, purple, blue. So you have all those colors as well. Do you want to spend the $10 and get a few extra features, or do you want to save the money and get the basic version? You still got Hall effect sticks, you still got Hall effect sensor triggers. That's going to be the same. Anti-friction rings, membrane buttons, everything you could want in a standard controller. $34. This one I've also seen on sale on Amazon as low as $29. So if you're buying it on Amazon, you might even get it even cheaper. This one I've seen as low as $30. It was $29.99 at one point. No, sorry, $34.99 was the lowest I've seen it. This is normally $44.99, but yes, keep an eye out, maybe Prime Day deals, stuff like that. Otherwise, if you're buying it straight from their website, this is going to be $44.99. This one is going to be $34.99, but you can always get them for less if you check Amazon. I think that's about everything. If there's anything that I did not cover in this video that you guys have a question about, drop it in the comments section below. I'll be glad to answer anything there. I don't mind saving money myself. You get the features you want. If you really want that 1000 hertz polling rate, go with this. If you don't care, go with that. T7, G7 SE. Now, like I said, there's also the G7 HE. The only difference, I did a video covering the two. The G7 SE and the HE, you're looking at mechanical buttons as well. So that's a video for another day. If you're talking about comparing the T7 to the G7 HE, very big difference. So we'll leave it there. Thank you guys so much for watching. Again, if you have any more questions, feel free to ask. Drop them in the comment section below. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, share this video. God bless you all. Like we always say, be legendary. Thanks again.